Hello all of you little demons, Jules here for WhatCulture.com, and I've got something very special for you today because I'm going to talk about John Carpenter's The Thing. Now, it is a hard fact that this is one of the best, if not the best, sci-fi horror movies ever made. That is a hard fact. Do not at me on that. And over the years in WhatCulture.com, I've been able to spout my love for this film over pretty much every channel possible. Over on the Comics channel, for example, we discussed the comics line that came out. Over on That Film Theory, we postulated who might have been the Thing come the end of the film. And across the main channel, of course, we featured it hundreds and hundreds of times. Yet, we've not really spoken that much about The Thing video game, which is strange for two reasons. One, because it is absolutely bloody brilliant, and two, because it's fucking brilliant. So today, what I thought I'd do is make up for my past sins and tell you, yes, you at home, why you need to play this outstanding adaptation of The Thing. So bear with me, because it's about to get gushy, my friends. As I'm Jules, this is WhatCulture.com, and this is why you, yes, you, need to play The Thing video game. Just poke my wire there. Ignore that. So you've wrapped up warm, you've poured some alcohol all over your computer because she's a cheating bitch, and you've grown yourself a sick MacReady-esque beard. So let's get ready to play the game. Now, starting shortly after the events of the film, we see two teams of special forces arrive at Outpost 31 in Antarctica, hoping to investigate whatever happened there. Now, as fans of the film, we know that a lot happened there, and at the close of the flick, MacReady and Charles were out in the cold, taking one final drink together as the base burned down around them, unsure if one of them was assimilated or not. And we get to hear a recording of MacReady saying, "One other thing, I think it rips through your clothes when it takes you over. Windows found some shredded long johns and the tag was missing. They could be anybody's. We're all very tired." Now, this one moment is really important to the player, as it gets across a message that maybe if they hadn't already seen the original film, which, side note, why wouldn't you before playing this, that the Thing is clever. The Thing can assimilate and impersonate anyone and know to cover its tracks. And worst of all, that under extreme pressure and exhaustion, the paranoia is going to set in. After finding a goddamn UFO, because this game leans heavily into action movie soldier dialogue, the soldiers discover a body. Now that is Charles, one of the last two survivors of the film who has died from hypothermia. MacReady, the other survivor, is nowhere to be seen. Now, I need to state it right here that this game isn't actually considered canon within the wider continuity, but still, this moment is quite shocking, not only because Charles is dead and he was such a good support character in the film, but because MacReady isn't here. Now that is genuinely scary because of the fact that he was our anchor point in the film. We experienced everything through his eyes, and now to think that he might still be alive infers that maybe the Thing may have taken him over at some point in time, or that he was the Thing all along. Oh, that's another video right there, isn't it? Brilliant. But what it means for this game is that the Thing may well be very much alive and kicking. So after delivering some more classically corny lines and seemingly to be unimpressed by the existence of this UFO, Beta Team, led by J.F. Blake, destroy the American base, and the action then moves over to the nearby Norwegian base, as Beta Team must now investigate as to why Alpha Team have stopped responding. It's the perfect video game setup. Much like the original Resident Evil, we have a tale of one team going to investigate after a better equipped and better trained unit has gone dark, and the player is informed that visibility is going down and that communication with the outside world may become an issue. In short, you're trapped, it's cold, oh my. And it's here that the gameplay is finally allowed to shine, because unlike so many other survival horror titles, Blake is rarely ever on his own. He's a military leader after all, so is supported by his team as they progress through the unfamiliar location. Now the team is split into different classes: a medic that can heal other soldiers, an engineer that's needed to fix broken machinery, and of course, you're going to want to keep those heavy gunners close to you thanks to the numerous creatures that will strike out at you from the dark. But these soldiers aren't just bots that follow your commands like some other squad-based shooters, as should they see monsters or mutilated corpses, stay in the dark for too long, or be attacked by overwhelming forces too many times, then they're likely to become afraid and erratic. And trust me, you do not want this to happen, because you go from having a battle-hardened veteran in front of you to somebody who's panic firing at shadows in the dark or even at their own teammates. And if it gets worse, then unfortunately things can take a rather decidedly nasty turn, where they either turn the gun on themselves or suffer a heart attack and die of fear. It's genuinely brutal and showcases another pretty unique feature of the game, in that in order to keep your soldiers feeling secure, you'll have to make sure that they're well equipped and have enough ammo and supplies. This means that unlike other games which see you hoard all of the best stuff, The Thing forces you to gift powerful items to others to keep the group together. Well, that's if they will even let you get close to them in the first place, because that leads me to my next point, which is The Thing's infamous and absolutely brilliant mechanic of the trust system. The less that your men trust you, the more that they'll worry that you might be a thing leading them to their doom. Actions like accidentally shooting teammates during combat, or for fun, I mean, we've all been there, right? Pointing a weapon at one of them for an extended amount of time, or taking away their weapons and ammo will drop their trust in Blake fast, until they're pretty much sure that he's the thing and they will turn on you. Meanwhile, things like healing teammates, giving them weapons and ammo, or using a rare blood test to prove that Blake is human raise trust to the point that his team will follow his orders without question, and even back him up if he attacks another human. But that begs the question, why would Blake ever want to attack another human? Well, of course, this being The Thing means that there is an infection system on the go, because if any of your teammates, if any of them at all, come into contact with The Thing, then they stand a chance, not a certain chance, of turning into one themselves. And that definitely breeds some horrible paranoia. Any character on Blake's squad can at times be revealed to be a thing, either by a blood test that shows that they've become infected, or in combat when they suddenly turn on the player. Now sadly, this is the one feature that I feel is let down a little bit by the technical limitations of the day, because unfortunately there are scripted events, which means that certain teammates will turn on you no matter what you do, and you could have wasted a very, very rare and valuable blood test proving that they are human, only for them to go 10 steps down the corridor and prove, no, they are not. It doesn't ruin the experience in the slightest for me, because I was so enthralled by the rest of it, like the action, the tight gameplay and everything like that. But still, I can imagine that a few people playing this might be a bit like, I just proved that he wasn't. But still, it's a great game. And so what this results in is the player finding themselves having to efficiently manage the squad's basic needs whilst fearful that they might be wasting what precious few of the scarce resources they have, as this might well be a thing. Blood tests are too few and far between to test every squad member every time, and the player is torn between who to hand out the last remaining bullets to. And this scarcity, combined with the infection, fear, and trust systems, simulate the paranoia of this film incredibly well. So those are a few reasons why you should definitely play The Thing. I mean, yes, there are some technical limitations that do hold it back from being the true greatest sci-fi horror video game ever, but still, for the time, what it tried to accomplish, and the fact that no one else was doing anything like this, it deserves your attention. In fact, I'm genuinely surprised that no one else has tried to do this now that we've got access to better technology, better access to like online forums and things like that. There's a situation where I know that there are a few game modes that allow you to replicate something like this online and PC games, but still, why has this not been? This is an IP that is just begging for a rebirth. It's begging to assimilate a whole new bunch of players. Come on, give it to me. Daddy wants it. So there we go, those were my thoughts on why you should play The Thing video game. Let me know down below what you thought about this and the game if you've played it, by the way, down below in the comments section, because I'd love to hear from you beautiful people. If you want to follow me, you can do so over on social media at RetroJ or you can swing by Live and Let's Dice. It's my personal gaming channel where I stream every single Wednesday and Sunday. I hope that you're doing well, hope that you're treating yourself fairly, my friends. Go out there and absolutely smash it, you big ledge, or stay inside and make sure that you're playing The Thing. But either way, hope you have a great day and a great rest of your week. I'll speak to you soon. Peace out. Bye. That was the thing all along. I'll explain this bloody bold air, wouldn't it?